Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading. I think this is going to be a really good video for a lot of day traders out there, whether you're new, whether you've been doing it for a long time. Knowing where to set your stop loss is very important. It may seem, um, obvious, but a lot of people, a lot of traders, they don't know where to set it. So if this video helps anybody out, that's going to be great. That's the purpose of all my videos, is to try to take some, bits and pieces from each video and just gain some knowledge. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen with you guys here in a second. Let's see here. So this is the S&P 500, and this is the futures. Starting at 9:30 in the morning, we saw a rip up to previous highs. Right back here, that happened in the pre-market session, and we rejected. So once we started this rejection, we came back down and then had a very nice, off of this key level at 47.80, had a beautiful, beautiful candlestick here, and just ripped right up. The only problem is, once again, could not make a higher high, rejected at this level, and then continued to sell off. Now, this is where it gets a little interesting and definitely a little choppy. When you see these huge red bars, so we went from the 47.87, is that? Hang on a second. A high of 47.87, all the way to 47.69 in 5 minutes. This is algorithms. That's institutional selling. You can see here on the volume profile, huge sell orders going through. This is very common to see when you're in that all-time highs. We've seen this so many times in the past, and if you watch the market long enough, you'll know what I mean. It's people selling at all-time highs. It's very easy to explain to customers when you got out of certain positions. And what a better time than at all-time highs. So, that's what we were going to see. Now, what's interesting about that is what I did here, and this is something, if you're interested in, is where I post every morning a lot of information. I have my daily chart levels on the major indexes, and what I wrote here is that I noticed, this is in yesterday's session, but I wrote that at 4:53 this morning. I noticed more bigger selling orders from institutions go through yesterday. And that's what we saw yesterday. Those really, really big dips in the market. So you could be long something and then all of a sudden see your stock just get taken down. So that's what I said. Manage your risk and watch for the quick dips and sometimes choppiness. This is important because that's what happened here today. Very clear. Okay. So then we pushed up even more. This is where I started to take a short position. And you might ask yourself, why would you take a short position in such a strong market? That's because I noticed up here, if we weren't going to break it off the open, and then on the retest at just about 10 a.m., I felt pretty comfortable that we were going to start to see some more weakness because we couldn't break out anymore. Now, we've had huge green days, with the exception of yesterday, which was just a choppy day. We have seen really, really big moves happen. So this cooling off, it's nothing to be scared about. This is totally fine. But if you're trading the index, you have to know where to set the stops. So as I got over to here, I set my stop at 47.85, and I just nearly got picked off right here by a quarter of a point. So that's a very important area to make sure that you put it right above the previous bars. You don't want to put it at the previous bars because that's where they get you. So the market makers will come up, grab your stops, and then continue to take the market down. This happens all the time. So if you don't know to put your stop above the previous candle, the previous, critical area here, you can see it's very clear, then you're going to end up getting stopped out before the move happens. And that's exactly what happened. The move came back down, and we were able to actually take a profit on the day when we were down quite a bit. So that was really, really good to see. And just very clear areas here to put that stop, and then the lower lows. So this is a resistance trend line that I had made right over in this area. I wanted to see if we were going to break it. And if we were going to break it, that key level here of the 47.84.75, very clear level. So if we were going to break this trend line, it had to keep going, or there was going to be some more weakness. And that's what we saw here. And then I ended up taking my profit right down here. So hope you guys enjoyed the video and, gained some knowledge. If you have any questions at all, leave them down below. I answer every single comment, and it would be my pleasure to help you guys out. If you want to come join our Discord, the link is in the description as well. Everybody enjoy your day. Take care. See you tomorrow.